Hi and welcome back to the Soul Shift channel. Okay, it is time for another reflection of a book that had a huge impact on my life, or on my path, I'd rather say. The book is The Complete Conversation with God, written by Neale Donald Walsch. I listened to this book a few years ago, so that was during the first part of my journey. And it was such an eye-opener in many ways. And it gave me a completely new perspective of life. And apart from recognizing that I was not listening to the advice and signals I had received from the universe, or whatever you want to call it, there was one thing that changed everything and made so many small pieces of my puzzle fall into place. There can only be one God. It is impossible for it to be anything else. Why would some of us be more loved than others? Silly. Why would there be a difference between one person and another on earth? Culture, yes, that is different, but there is only one God. When I realized this, my whole perspective changed. The view I had been living with, it just simply didn't work any longer, and it had to go down the drain. It was not the way I could view my life any longer. And when I realized that everything is one and that I'm just a very small part of everything else, the world around me changed just completely. Then again, of course, just because I listened to a book, I could not suddenly change my belief system. It doesn't work that way. Once the idea enters my mind, I have to start analyzing what it means to me, and slowly I can begin changing my habits and thoughts. This process has taken many years, and I feel as if I'm still only in the beginning of this path. And the books have helped me open my eyes of different ways of looking at things. And the complete conversation with God helped me change the way I view the world. Other books have given me tools to work with, yet others have given me insights about myself, our brains, or how things works in reality. For me, it's really important to take into consideration many different perspectives, whether they come from science, history, philosophy, or my favorite source, observation. There is actually no single tool that has given me more insights and wisdom than observation. Since I have the privilege of living very close to both nature and animals, I've learned so much simply by observing them. I see the animals' different behaviors towards each other, towards something coming in their way or whatever. The nature shifts through the season, and even such basic elements as water and wind teach me something almost daily. Another part of the book that appealed to me is that it removes all the barriers, all the don'ts, and the idea that parts of life we enjoy are somehow forbidden or bad. Why will we be equipped with the ability to experience pleasure if we were not meant to use it? Of course we should. Of course we should use what we can to enjoy life. As I've said so many times before, life is hard enough as it is. Sometimes we simply have to allow ourselves to enjoy whatever makes us feel a little happier or makes things a little easier. Maybe after all, the most important lesson was about my soul. That my soul has been lived many, many lives before this one. Which means, of course, that it It has so much more experience than I do. Okay, by I mean the version of me walking here on earth right now. In other words, of course I have to listen to my soul and follow the path that my soul wants me to follow. In my soul's wisdom lies the compass for my path on earth. That's the biggest realization of today. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. Talk to you soon. Bye.